A chill wind whipped through the trees. Streetlights flickered, casting long, dancing shadows. My heart pounded in my chest, each rapid beat echoing the fear gripping me. Valentine's Day, a day for lovers. But for me, this year, it was a descent into terror. My name is Sarah. Nikki, my girlfriend of 2 years, held my hand tightly. Her touch, usually a source of comfort, couldn't penetrate the icy dread seeping into my bones. We were being watched, followed, hunted. It began subtly. A single red rose left on our doorstep. A note, unsigned, with a chilling message. I see you. We brushed it off as a prank, nervous laughter masking our growing unease. But the incidents escalated. Our phones buzzed with calls from unknown numbers. The silence on the other end, more menacing than any voice. Then came the chocolates, left on Nikki's car windshield, expensive, dark, and laced with a terror we could no longer ignore. This wasn't a secret admirer. This was a stalker, their obsession growing bolder with each passing day. His name was Ben, a ghost from Nikki's past, a classmate she barely remembered. He sent her messages, each one a testament to his warped affection, filled with details of her life she never shared, places she frequented. He knew our routines, our lives. He was always there, lurking just beyond our sight. One night, we saw him, sitting in a booth across the street from our favorite cafe. His eyes, dark and intense, followed our every move. A shiver ran down my spine, the feeling of being watched, solidifying into a terrifying reality. We tried to outrun him, to lose ourselves in the anonymity of the city crowd, but his presence was inescapable, a shadow clinging to our heels. We found evidence of his intrusion in our backyard, footprints in the soft earth beneath our bedroom window, a cigarette butt, the brand he smoked. The realization hit us with full force. He wasn't just watching, he was closing in. Ben's reign of terror culminated in a confrontation. He cornered us in a parking garage, his face contorted in a mask of rage and obsession. But before he could reach us, the police arrived. Nikki's frantic call had summoned them just in time. Ben was arrested, charged with stalking and harassment. A restraining order offered a fragile shield of protection. We thought it was over. We were wrong. Months later, a new threat emerged. A creepy couple, Mr. and Mrs. Greddy, approached us at a mini golf course. They were overly friendly, their smiles strained, their eyes filled with an unsettling intensity. They insisted we visit their photography studio, their words dripping with a faux sweetness that set our teeth on edge. We politely declined, but the Greddys were persistent. They reappeared at our local coffee shop, then at the grocery store. Their constant presence, the feeling of being watched, mirrored the fear we had felt with Ben. It culminated one night when we found our car tires slashed outside our apartment building. The Greddys nowhere in sight, yet their presence felt palpable. The final straw came with Alex, a man I met on Tinder. He seemed normal at first, charming even. But after our date, I woke to find him standing in my bedroom, his eyes wild, his breathing ragged. He fled when I screamed, leaving behind an unsettling scene of chaos in my bathroom. I filed a police report, but with so little information about him, the chances of finding him felt slim. These experiences have left an indelible mark. The fear, the vulnerability, the constant need to look over my shoulder. I've learned that monsters don't always lurk in the shadows. Sometimes they hide in plain sight, their true nature masked by seemingly ordinary facades. The world can be a dangerous place, and vigilance, I've learned, is not paranoia, but a necessity.